We're back in one of our favorite Michigan towns, Charlevoix. This year we feel lucky to be here as early as the end of May, so we're able to see lilacs and tulips and a lot of flowering trees and shrubs that we normally don't get to see. We usually don't make it up here too much later in the year. And if you follow us at all, you know this is one of our favorite stops. Round Lake is a great place to put the dinghy in and go for dinghy rides. We love to look at boats and the boat traffic. Another great reason for being here early is all of our favorite restaurants. There's no lines to wait in. The marina's pretty empty. So we've got the place pretty much not to ourselves, but it's a much more peaceful atmosphere than in the height of the tourist season. Friday, May 29th, we're in Charlevoix. Just arrived earlier today from Manistee. This is the municipal marina on Round Lake, just off Lake Michigan, so it's very well protected from the wind. And this is the earliest we've ever been here. We're trying to do an early run up to Mackinac Island for the Lilac Festival this year, but so we've never been in Charlevoix this early in the year, and it's just amazing because we've never seen it this empty. It's a very popular place for boaters. So usually all these slips are packed and you're lucky to get in here. And we're just really surprised to see this many slips empty. So if you're thinking about coming to Charlevoix, there's plenty of open slips here. There's some of the famous boathouses along the shore, including the famous Four Winds house right there. That's an unbelievable thing to drive by in a dinghy and check it out.
Ed is breaking open our, what's that one called?
This is Big Lake Brewery out of Holland. This one's called Fudgy. It is delicious. It's a dessert beer. We're gonna have it for dinner. Whoa!
Whoops.
Of course, I've already had it.
I'll get that, honey. Just, well, you got it. Just pour the beer. See how you do.
Oh, I have to pour it?
Mm-hmm. There you go.
You're supposed to let a head develop, because that flavors it. Well, see how dark it is?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, baby.
It does. It tastes like fudge. It's a dessert beer. It'll fill you up.
We have to share this equally, because this is all we got. We won't be back to Holland for a while.
Okay. Back in the refrigerator.
Yep.
Is there room in the refrigerator?
Barely. Well, normally
You can take that water out, hon.
I'll just move the cream up a notch.
Okay.
It goes right there. Normally
Cool.
It goes upstairs in the Flybridge fridge.
Cheers.
Cheers.
First boat of the season, backing in. Cahoots. 60-foot Sea Ray Sundancer. Quite the beauty. Easy pulling. I might want this boat. Tiara. It's a beauty. I like to see the inside of that, see how much room is in there.
It's a little before 8 o'clock, the morning after the Cranches, which were these two not giant, but two decent-sized yachts that pulled in. One black one, and over here is the white one. Their crews have already had their breakfast and got them ready to wait. They're waiting for the bridge to go up at 8 a.m. And there's a pair of those kind of modern looking smaller boats One of them I don't think I can get in. It's behind the larger tranche. They also came into the marina. They were in the 50-foot slips. They're headed out with them. So definitely looks like that's a group of boats headed to some kind of a boat show. And so I won't be able to get a close-up look for them. They're sneaking out of here. You can see the sun's just barely peeking out. Today was our original departure day from Charlevoix to go up to Mackinac Island for the Lilac Festival, but as you could see, the forecast for fog was correct, and it was supposed to clear by 11 a.m., but it is noon and it has no sign of clearing yet. So we are really glad we decided to delay our trip to Mackinac for a few days until the weather cleared up, and we now can enjoy the city of Charlevoix for a few more days and wait for a little safer travel here in Charlevoix. This van sounds really good. Right overlooking the Charlevoix Harbor. We're in Charlevoix on a spring Saturday afternoon, getting ready to go for a dinghy ride. So we've got the life jackets on board, getting her ready to go out. But I thought I might show you in the clear water this beam that's under the water that holds these two fingers. You can see it down there. It's about 10 foot down, but it holds the two piers together here.
When we walked out onto the pier, we found this mother with her 9 little baby ducklings, and it was just so pretty to see them in this crystal clear, beautiful water.
Here are some lilacs in full bloom along the inlet coming into Charlevoix. So I'm sure up on Mackinac Island, it's a little further north. They're gonna still be good, even though we won't get there for another 3 or 4 days. Still enjoy the lilacs up there on Mackinac Island. The piers are real far apart, and this allows them to, not twist back and forth when they got large boats tied to them like there are now. Beautiful Sea Ray Sundancer, leaving slip number 4. Looks like they just came in to maybe go out for a dinner and in Charlevoix, and now are heading back to whence they came. These guys are working late tonight. They got a tugboat pushing a barge with 2, maybe 3 tanker trucks. Looks like 3 of them coming in. I don't know if that's from one of the islands out there, Beaver Island, or I forget what the other names are. North and South Manitou Island are farther from here. I'm guessing it's probably Beaver. There goes the fuel barge, sitting low in the water. So she's full of fuel now, and they got the bridge open as the tugboat steams towards it. Get a little bit of wake out of this one, moving some water. Here's a load getting pushed out of Round Lake in Charlevoix out to Beaver Island, I would imagine. A couple semi-trucks loaded with materials. Maybe even a big dump truck and a dozer of some type. Getting pushed by a pretty nice looking tugboat. Mushroom House Castle in the background. And then next leaving is this little trawler that's been out here idling, waiting for the bridge. Here they go. Got a pretty good head of steam headed out. Drawbridge is open, waiting for them to go. Nice day to travel. Wind's not too bad, and it'll be going with them out of the east. end of a hard day's work. They're coming back in from Lake Michigan. Past the mushroom houses in the background. And it's been really windy here. You can see the chop on Round Lake. But it's an east wind, so out on Lake Michigan, unless you were out there a ways, it may not have been too bad at all. Every year when we're in Charlevoix, we see this giant sea ray. It's older, I think in the 90s, but it's just in great shape, and it is huge, long bullet. I'd like to see it running out on the lake someday. We can always get to catch it here in Round Lake. Beautiful boat. I forgot to say that we learned last year when we were here that that's actually a fuel barge. You see the black paint sticking out up the sides, means it's empty now. They're pulling it back in, probably from Beaver Island. Refuel it, take it back out. Coast Guard boat going out at sunset past the Mushroom House Castle in Charlevoix. Probably just gonna go out and watch the sunset. Make sure everybody out there that's watching it is safe. The baby ducks are still here. This time they're warming on themselves on a rock. This mama found a better spot out of the wind for her babies. Right out here at the end by the lighthouse. Just another quick view of Charlevoix, the marina at Charlevoix. Freebird's there. We got the dinghy tied up out back so we can go for nice runs around Round Lake here, and just the whole B side of A dock is empty, so plenty of slips. And there's a big, large fishing Michigan fisheries boat tied up down there by the Coast Guard station, just off Lake Charlevoix, where Round Lake empties into Lake Charlevoix. Boy, the rainbow trout this year are already huge, and it's early in the year in Charlevoix at the marina here. They've got a little trout stream, and for 25 cents the kids can feed them. They look like they're well fed. The famous Mushroom House Street. Someone's got that one rented. And just a beautiful view along here in this spring day. Lots of trees in bloom, and the lilacs are also in bloom.
Twin boats. What'd you say they are? 40-foot sack store.
400 on the front.
400.
Twin, or are they triple mercuries? Twin. That's been his nose design, some naval architect came
Yeah.
up with. I think it's over in Europe. That design, I don't know what that boat is.
Looks like it could plow ice. I know it's not going to do that.
Complaining about that.
Hinkley. Belvedere Club, private grounds. We walked out around the corner from the marina down where John Cross Fishery is, and down to the end of the street, back to the water, this to Charlevoix Lake. You our surprise, the Belvedere Club is gone this year. We're not sure if it burned down or they just knocked it down. It was a huge, beautiful clubhouse right in the lake.
We're at the Belvedere Club office, and we just talked to a gentleman that was heading inside and said that an arsonist burned down the waterfront clubhouse in October of last year, late October, and he's now in jail awaiting trial. So what a crazy surprise to find it gone and then find out an arsonist took care.
On our walk on Belvedere Avenue in the Belvedere Club, there's this beautiful yellow home, and they can look on their porch right across the street. That's not Lake Charlevoix.
That's Round Lake.
Round Lake. We take our dinghy by here all the time and check out the boats. The house next door, another beauty with a porch, big huge porch. Looking over the lake. Tierra.
Down on the T-head part of A dock, there are two cranchies. I don't know how big they are. They're taking up more than the two slips. One is a white one and one is a gray hull. Kind of identical. I think our crews are taking them to a boat show somewhere, maybe down Chicago or.
Yeah, we're guessing that because we didn't see any names. There's no names on the back of them, and it looks like crew people brought them in. They're cleaning them up.
Yeah, there's a bunch of bugs. The little fish flies are out this time of the spring, so they're hosing them off. But we were out on a dinghy ride when they came in, so we didn't see them pull in, but they are quite the boats. You get a better shot when the sun is in the morning when the sun's shining on them. Like a lot of room in them.
All black and all white.
Stainless hardware. And then next to Miss T, which is a beautiful 550 Sea Ray flybridge boat, there's an 80-foot Persian that snuck in. Those are one of my favorites. The styling of that is something else. They look fast even when they're standing still. And they are real fast, very high powered. I think 40 knots. I don't know if they all go that fast, but.
And there's little old Freebird. Looks like a baby in here. Got a pretty nice boat next to us too.
Yeah, Riviera. That's a real nice one.
Riviera.
Platinum edition.
Our neighbors are leaving us. Going to Bay Harbor. So what's that called? Holding the boat in place right now?
Well, Sea Rays with their Zeus drives called it Skyhook. I believe that boat uses Volvos, so I'm not sure what that's called.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. It is moving a little bit to the right though. Pretty close to us.
Yeah.
Hopefully it holds. Guys running around. I guess he's not in a hurry. When's the next? Just gonna sit out here forever,
He's
huh?
only got to go to Bay Harbor.
But I mean, he's gotta wait for that bridge.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It would have been nice if he moved out a little bit further.
But you know, I don't smell any exhaust. They're really clean, burning pieces.
Yeah, that's true.
No smell anything.
Well, the wind's blowing pretty good. Blowing it away too.
Yeah, see that little thing he's got up there showing the wind direction and speed?
Yeah.
Those are pretty cool. Yeah, it's coming that way.
Here it goes. I'm pretty happy we didn't decide to leave today. This would not have been fun to go out. It's after 12 o'clock and it's still foggy out here. We walked out to the end. Can't see anything. Not a good day to travel. Starting to come down. Don't look like winter. You can see it whipping across. Out from Lake Michigan across.
Thanks for following along with us as we travel in Michigan. We've run into a lot of our subscribers here in Charlevoix because we've been here a while, and we really appreciate people stopping by and saying hello. We'll try to get videos out on a more regular basis.